Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Chinatown.
This movie is such a fucking masterpiece.
It is.
Like it is
Masterpiece.
it the every time I rewatch this movie, and I've watched it, I don't know, 12 times or something
Same
at this
here.
point.
Please.
Like I focus on something different. And one of the things I really focused on this time is the cinematography. And the
That's right. I want
cinematography
everyone
in
to do
this
that.
movie
It's
is
incredible.
impeccable.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The lighting is so goddamn good in this movie. The lighting on faces in particular.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking less the
Is
lighting
excellent.
is the camera placement. I think
Oh
that
yeah.
he is trying to do something that didn't come along until the days of tiny little cameras and like shooting on your iPhone. He's in there inside. He's not more than 2 or 3 feet away from people. This is a bad version of it, but there he's always trying to. Polanski's always wants to be on
That's
his
a
shoulder.
great shot behind Chris.
Yeah,
Right.
he's the camera is like not even 3 feet away from this guy. 2
The
feet away.
entire movie is from Jake's perspective.
It is.
It never wavers from being Jake's
in every
perspective.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it really does add the emotional kind of involvement. It's really subtle, but you
This
realize
movie was supposed to have a voiceover. Can you imagine
Oh
how
my God, no.
Yeah, it would be like-
terrible
uh
that would be?
Like
That's
Blade
what my
Runner.
ex-wife called
Blade
me. Cold fish.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, it would have been bad, but it was just it was in a lot of ways just it was what they did. It's what they had at the time. They just got the smaller Panavision cameras, the ones you can shoulder mount.
Yeah.
So it says, yeah, get in there, just get in there, and just we'll use just a couple lenses
And
and try to get and make it intimate.
This is an example of one of those 70s movies where the film stock, I adore this film stock.
Oh,
whatever it
yeah.
is. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I forgot which one it is, but I think it's
What
like-
is it, by the way? Do we know? You
I
can
thought
put it up
Scott
on the
might know.
screen later, Scott.
I will look it up, but it's like it was like it's probably
scene,
like
the final scene at the end where the camera's actually moving around,
Mhm.
where like
Oh,
you have like people running back and forth and the camera's tracking and it's moving around the car and like
Yeah, I
she's
was-
confronting him.
I was
and,
really
like,
surprised at
pulls
that
the
scene.
gun and
this
you-
this
and
scene
it-
right here.
and it moves
Yeah,
down.
that
It
scene.
moves down her arm to the gun.
Uh-huh.
Like it's so.
Nicholson's face.
But they go. I'm surprised they left it in. Tell me if you guys noticed this, but it's blatantly there. It's right behind Scott. It's that end scene because they're showing Faye Dunaway's character dead in the car,
Right.
Fucking
and
eye
it's all one take.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The camera is handheld. It's a shoulder mount.
Mm-hmm.
They come up to Jake Gittes, and there's a shake.
Right.
There's actually like
Someone
the
bumps
cameraman.
the camera, yeah.
The cameraman like bumped someone or
They left it in.
Yeah.
and they just
Tripped
left
over
it
a
in.
Cable.
Right.
Yeah, it was a cable, and I was like, they left that in. I was like, this is one of the best endings of all time, and there is a flaw in the camera work.
Maybe that
is
was
so
a good take.
blatantly
And
obvious.
it was the performance. They were like, we got to use this take.
I know, but I think I was
Yeah.
so focused on the performance. I know it was there, but I didn't really notice.
Right,
Also,
you-
one thing
you-
you notice that watching this again is that this is all shot with one of those little with a 250-watt light above the lens attached to the camera.
Right.
It's
I
like
love
it's
that
almost,
shot behind
it's almost
Chris.
like shooting like a home movie.
That's one of my favorite shots.
Yeah,
in
and the
whole
thing is,
movie.
you don't notice it because it's so close in. And he was like, because you're part of it. When you're in reality, you're talking to someone 3 feet away from you in dark. It's lit like this in your mind. It's
Mhm.
not though, and so
No.
it worked, and it was
Well,
just
and there's another, and it must be a little bit higher or another one because they always have the shadows cast.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
you see
face.
see off of
Yeah.
off Nicholson's face. There's a couple. There's a close in soft there, and another one over here.
Yeah,
but
because there's a line right
mostly
there.
there's a center light that's camera mounted. It's like really unusual.
The thing I'll say about this movie is, so I saw this. This is one of those, like, you know, you see it when you're a little kid on
Same here.
thing,
Mhm.
1975.
Didn't understand it at all.
Well,
Right.
no, but I remember, like, this is another one where I'd read the Mad Magazine parody like a million times before I actually watched the movie. And so it kind of fucks your, but you know, you watch it over time. And you remember when we watched Akira and I said, this movie's so good, it kind of ruined me for all other anime.
Yeah.
The movie kind of ruined me for all other noir. Like, it's the benchmark that I hold everything else to.
Mm.
It's like,
I'm just gonna get mad at you.
Let's go watch Chinatown again.
Yeah. Well, I can see that. And the thing is, weirdly enough, the education with us was seeing all that heaven allows, and you compare it with this.
Well,
Which is
this had
outdoor,
the
full
this had the
color
advantage
noir.
of
Sunlight noir.
Yeah.
but this has the
Well-
advantage of like hindsight.
Yeah.
From film noir.
Yeah, I
So
learned a lot from it.
Yeah, it's
you-
neo noir.
You've got you've got all this great film noir for real that came out,
Mhm.
and then this is 3 decades after that.
Yeah.
It's an improvement on it, man.
It's an
An
yeah. So they're saying we're going to
interpretation.
take this and write an even better. I mean, is Robert Town? I mean, this is an amazing script.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Like-
we didn't talk about the story yet, but we're just talking about how it's presented.
Who got asked to write The Great Gatsby and was like, I can't write a better Gatsby than F. Scott Fitzgerald. So what if I write a better Dashiell Hammett than Dashiell Hammett?
Yeah,
Like-
there
And
you
you
go.
know what? He got within a hair of it, man. Just
Well,
fantastic.
Sandy read this book. Maybe some of you guys read it. It's called Cadillac Desert. And it's all about
it's all about Mulholland.
water wars in California
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
30s. And there's an entire chapter basically about this movie and the
Right.
plot. Because this is one of those, like, Town managed to find something that actually happened and create this incredibly gripping movie out of it. Like, it's a fucked up story in and of itself about
It's almost historical drama.
Yeah.
well,
Right.
right. Except that, yes, and it's so it kind of works on this, like, it works on a really amazing level as a historical drama. But then you layer on the gumshoe love story, fucked up ending, my sister and my daughter. Like, there's so many amazing, like, any one of those things would have made for an amazing screenplay. He stacked like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I did.
That is such an incredible performance. The she's my sister, she's my daughter scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, the performances from both of them in
Yeah.
that scene are
But-
just
But I was paying attention to that this time
because
too.
she told him to.
Yeah.
She's so subtly good in that. Like, you could really fuck that scene up.
You could.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
No, the
And-
way she
we've
acted, she
we've
just
seen
sort
it
of gives him
fucked
that
up in
look
other
like,
movies.
Yeah.
yeah, it's when she falls on the couch, exactly, Chris, and
She
she gives him
looks
that
kind of
look
behind him
after she
like-
says it. It's so
Mm-hmm.
you're just like, in the wrong hands, this would be really bad melodrama.
Mm.
Yeah.
It would
could
be
be.
a soap opera.
Oh, if this was
But-
done on the cheap, this could be like.
But in Polanski's hands and Dunaway and Nicholson, it's gold. It's
Right.
like,
When Polanski
Wow.
is working through some shit in this movie too.
Big time.
This is the first movie he made in LA since
yeah.
his wife got
Yep.
married.
right.
Like,
True, he was
he
working.
is
with-
going through some shit.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Well, I have a
go watch his Macbeth and watch him really go through that.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a question about this, and this relates to Woody Allen. Woody Allen tends to create permission structures in his movies about his proclivities. Now we know that Polanski got in trouble
Yes, he did.
for stuff like this. The thing is, this guy, Noah Cross, is extremely powerful, rich guy who can do anything he wants, including screw his daughter and his granddaughter,
And daughter.
and get away with it at the end. Even though the
Yeah,
getting
that's
away with it at the end isn't like
All the
Woody
bad
Allen-
guys win in this movie.
Yeah, he's
Well, the thing
he's
is,
unequivocally the bad guy.
But you know what?
Forget
I'm
it,
asking a
Jake.
question
It's
though. It's like
Chinatown.
you don't think he's using this as a permission structure. I don't think he is
No.
either. But
No.
I
No.
mean, I could see
But
the
he didn't write. He didn't write this.
He didn't
no, he
Right,
didn't.
right.
That's right. He did not write this. And the thing is, the parable, of course, is that truly rich people, and they made him back in the 20s and 30s,
He
immensely
owns
rich,
the
could do
cops,
anything they
Jake.
wanted. Could do anything they wanted.
Yeah.
Literally
There's a
above the
line.
law.
There's a line in the open. I think it's the first scene where the guy comes in to hire him to spy on his wife because she's having an affair, and then
Oh,
he sees
the
pictures.
The fake Mrs. Mulray.
Yeah, no. Before that, the other
Oh,
guy
man,
that's
laugh.
there,
Oh, well, Curly.
Curly, sees the
Yeah.
pictures and he realizes
The
his
guy from
wife's
Rocky.
cheating, and he's like, "You can't eat the blinds."
I just have
Yeah.
installed.
I just had him installed. He's standing there freaking out, and he goes, "I could kill her." And then you know what Jake says to him?
What?
He says, You don't have enough money to get away with murder.
There
You
it
don't have
is.
that kind of- you don't have that kind of class.
See, he set the whole premise up. at the
That
very
is the
beginning.
premise of the movie.
Wow.
Well, and John Huston has that moment where he's like, you realize that anybody can be the worst thing in the world, or whatever the exact
Mhm.
line is
Yeah.
Oh
to
yeah,
him, and then tells the guy to come out and take the glasses from him.
John
He's like,
Huston is
"No,
so fucking good in this too.
Oh my
I'm
God.
telling you that I did all of the things that you think I did,
Mhm.
and I'm telling you how I'm getting away with it. And it's the
Yes.
point of this gun right
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Because what I am buys this gun and fucks you.
Right. The purpose of power is power, in other words.
Right. Because
Yeah.
he's like, how you have how many great meals can you eat? How many houses can
well,
you
He was
buy?
talking about that, yeah.
Right.
Almost,
And he's like,
almost a socialist argument for the 30s.
And
Actually,
who
made sense.
and
it's
whoever
very
did
relevant
did
now.
it's
Yeah.
the
whoever did
future.
Houston's
I'm buying the
wardrobe gets an
future.
A fucking plus, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I don't
I
know if
gotta
that was
step
his
away for a
own
minute.
or
All the
Man, this is a guy
wardrobe,
who-
It is?
wardrobing.
This is a guy who directed Treasured Sierra Madre too, as the bad guy in this film. It's like nuts.
There's
And who
so
acted
many
in it, too.
iconic performances in this thing.
And Jack
I don't
and
have
Jack
any-
Nicholson's girlfriend's father, which makes the
Yes.
scene where he asks if you had sex with my
sex with
daughter.
her. Yeah,
way
he's actually
weirder.
having sex with his real daughter in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
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 He was dating Angelica Houston at
He
the
was
time they
dating
made this.
her.
Wow, I had no
That's the
idea.
only time she was on set during the
100%.
entire filming was when they were shooting that scene.
Yep.
Mhm.
Where
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
"Are you having sex with my daughter?"
Hey, we never said that Jack Nicholson wasn't a creature of Hollywood. He is a creature of Hollywood. Probably the last creature of Hollywood.
Roman
This guy-
Polanski smashed the TV in his trailer with a mop during an argument that they were having in this film because he kept being late to set because he was watching Lakers games on the portable
That's
TV.
right. That's
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
I will say Nicholson.
Which is the most Jack Nicholson story you can
Yeah, no
possibly
kidding.
tell.
Watching this, which is sort of like pre Nicholson sort of becoming a caricature, like
Yeah.
it took a couple of decades, but this is him still kind of that his shtick
You
is
can-
It's still five easy pieces.
You can
Yeah.
hear it a little bit in this movie.
Yeah.
You can hear him starting to become that
Jack
guy.
Nicholson.
Yeah. He was starting to assert his A
It was
level,
still kind
his
of
A-list
fresh here.
control in this thing.
But he's still given a good.
Oh, he did.
I know he's
He-
not.
he-
He's
The
100%.
guy put in the work on this movie, man. God
Oh,
damn.
absolutely.
Jesus Christ. Also, I love
No, he
that.
spends half the movie with his nose bandaged.
I saw
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
awesome.
the guy
It's
from
an
the
amazing
Mythbusters
thing.
thing about how they did the nose thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that a little
so
while
I wanted to
ago.
bring,
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to bring that. I wanted to bring that up.
Go
I wanted
ahead.
to bring that up. Couple of things about that scene. One, the effect is so complicated that Polanski and Nicholson just started telling people they did it for real. That's Polanski's hand holding the knife.
That's right.
That's why you don't actually see him talk
Uh-huh.
when he's doing it, is because it's his hand holding the knife, not the
Right.
actors.
Mm.
Two,
No,
absolutely.
it is Polanski is
That
the
is
actor.
Polanski.
That is Polanski.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
The guy
Oh,
who
yeah,
cuts his
right.
nose is Roman
Right,
Polanski.
right.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Yeah, right. That is that. But yeah. But two, go watch the 2-part YouTube
yes.
video that Adam Savage and the guys from Corridor Crew
Oh, I
did,
saw that. It's very
where
good. They recreated it.
They both
Yeah.
recreated
They did it practically and CG and compared it.
CG. It's
Yeah.
so
And the practical is better, man. It's like
The
all it was
practical
like,
is
a switch
better.
blade with the very tip of it bent away. It was like rubber, right?
But
The
only
very tip
one
of it.
way. And if he did it the other way, he would have really cut.
Actually, yeah.
Jack.
Well, one
Right.
way would actually cut his nose. The other way, the right way, it would have bent away and actually squirted a bit of blood up there.
Well,
you said
and
that
he
the thing about
has
the cut and the
Right,
squirt.
he
that's-
has the thing in it. He has the bulb in his
yeah,
hand.
yeah. It's
But-
goddamn amazing.
but that's Adam. Like, we don't know for sure because they never actually came out and said what they did
True.
in that scene.
Mhm.
Mm.
So
The video Tad's talking about is really good. You
Yeah.
should check it out.
So
No, it's
good.
funny that we just watched Diamonds Are Forever, which of course is all about big effects and things like that, and we're doing the minutiae of one nose gag, one
Right.
knife gag because it was so effective emotionally.
Well, and it's all
Oh,
one
yeah.
take.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
pulls the blade through, and the blood is all. It's in
spurts.
both directions on
Yeah.
his face
It's good stuff.
as he pulls it through, and it's like that is the attention to detail that you
It
get
is.
out of a great director.
Right.
And in that video, they actually explore that how hard it is to time that so perfectly, where the
Oh,
blood
yeah.
will
They
the
do.
blood will release right when you.
So there's a
Chris, do you remember the Mad?
Before-
Wait, Chris, remember the Mad Magazine parody of Chinatown? Of this?
Yeah.
Because they were kind of showing him in Mad Magazine as a real dandy. So every time you see him in a scene, the bandage on his nose, the pattern would match his pocket square.
Yeah.
Jack Davis, or Mort Drucker.
I think it was more Drucker,
There's a 4K of this that I think Scott
which I watched.
Watch. Did you watch the David Fincher commentary?
No, I did not.
I started to, and it was so compelling. I said, I got to watch this fucking movie all over again now.
Probably I will do as well.
Yeah. because he's obviously a huge fan, and he had a lot to say about why it's so great. I mean,
If you want to talk to the influence of this film to, like, say, Zodiac,
I mean,
in terms of the look and feel, and
It's-
trying to
it's not just Zodiac. Like it's like his entire career is
Yeah, yeah.
influenced by this
although
movie.
his own thing, his doing is like the really super dark stuff, like that.
Is this our first Polanski?
Yeah.
Did we do?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I
think
think
he
it
was
is.
very
Pianist,
into,
right?
I it's so sad.
I don't want to watch the
Hey,
pianist.
it's our
again.
first Guy Hamilton too, so watch it.
Well, his obviously Polanski had a very tragic life and parts of it,
And a
it's
short career.
sad, and it's sad that he did what he did. But personally separate art from artist, and Polanski is he's such a fucking amazing filmmaker. I mean,
Uh-huh.
he just
like
really
the
is.
fucking Pianist.
Yeah. Or Frantic was amazing. You ever see that one?
Yeah,
Oh, I love Frantic.
Oh God, damn.
It's one of the
Fearless
most
Vampire
underrated
Killers.
Harrison Ford performances.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
I may pick his Macbeth one day. I
and-
may
Yeah.
actually.
This is like
Sheila
this is-
always
Macbeth
talks
is
about
good.
I got no
Polanski's Macbeth. Seeing it made an indelible impression on her.
I never saw it. I've never
Well,
seen it.
yeah, because I was in
we
like
had to
high school.
have our parents sign a permission slip so we
Right.
could watch it in English
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
yeah, because it was
Let's
produced
roll.
by Playboy. It was an X-rated version.
Yeah.
of
Yes, it
Macbeth,
was.
and it was produced by Playboy.
What?
Oh.
Bob
Yeah.
Guccione produced
Oh my
Caligula.
God,
Right,
that's hilarious.
he had
Yeah, we
to
should
do
pick that in Caligula.
to stand him up.
No,
Oh, God,
no,
Caligula.
I'm not
Oh,
watching,
I'm not watching Caligula
I'm
again,
not
dude.
watching Caligula again. No.
Oh my God.
That's a joke.
They better
Please
be.
do not anyone pick
Please do not
Caligula.
pick Caligula anytime future. Okay, this
I got
is the
no
clip.
notes on this movie though. I mean, it's like
We need like
I got
a
no
hard
notes.
we need a hard no list. We
Yeah.
actually need to come up with a hard
So,
no
so
list.
no human
Like-
centipede? No.
No, because that movie just sucks.
Yes.
But we need I'm not gonna watch I Spit on Your Grave again. I'm not gonna
Okay.
watch I'm not gonna watch Caligula again. I'm not gonna watch Irreversible again. Like I'm not.
Which is a shame because you really should watch that one.
No, we shouldn't.
I've watched it. I'm not going to watch it again.
We're so off topic.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
I got
Well,
no notes.
Who's
Jim-
going to give this movie a thumbs down?
hold on,
Well,
Jim.
Jim.
Jim, wait.
Oh, Jim's corner.
Look at him.
Jim's
He's
corner.
waiting patiently, like Noah Cross himself. Strike at any moment.
I don't think you want to make that comp, Scott.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
right.
I don't-
You're right.
I
I'm
don't-
looking
it's
over.
not
I
too
am looking over my
complimentary.
shoulder now.
It's okay. He can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie. What can I say? I was a little older, I think, than all of you when I first saw it. I didn't see it in the theater first. I think I saw it on television, probably.
Probably same here,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I think HBO.
It's interesting the color, except for like the scene with the green grass and stuff. In the beginning, it looks almost like it's black and white.
It does. It's muted.
It's really muted. And just the whole sort of noir story. I think it's closer to Chandler than it is to Dashiell Hammett.
Oh, I
But,
like that. That's a good theory.
Yeah.
The reason that the writer brought up Dashiell Hammett is because Hammett never shifts from the main character's perspective,
Mhm.
and like that's what he was going for in.
But also,
this.
Chandler was L.A. and Hammett was San Francisco, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's
It
probably
was-
part of it.
I don't know the actor's name, but we talked about him, Curly.
Oh wow. Oh,
Because I was introduced to that actor in the Rocky films,
something Young. What's his name?
and it was really nice to see
Burt
him.
Young.
Burt Young.
Young.
He's really good here. I mean, it's a small role, but
He's good in
very,
everything.
Very
Man.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, where
And-
he's like, oh, do you want some wine? And then he's like, yeah, I want some wine. And he's like, all right, we can go right after dinner. And he's like, no, we can
He's
go
like,
right
no,
now.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like, I gotta tell my wife. You can tell her later.
There's
Yeah,
no-
right.
But it was cool for
scene-
me to see him as not Uncle Paulie,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like it's cool.
He's just some
He's very
laborer lives in like Long Beach somewhere, basically, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
he's just a mechanic or something.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
I thought it was in San Pedro.
well, close
San
enough.
Pedro. San Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Pedro is just an L.A. part of Long Beach. That's
Yeah.
I think I
I'm
watched this.
glad
I
you
think
picked this.
Well,
I
it
know
is
I watched
technically
this
part of
movie.
the city of Los Angeles.
yeah, it is.
I think
I
I
can-
watched
I
this
mean-
movie when I was like 15 or 16 years old because I actually watched it after I saw LA Confidential in the
Oh
theater.
wow,
Oh, wow.
interesting.
And
That was almost the double bill I was gonna do.
I was
Yeah,
gonna pick
right.
this
Makes
movie.
perfect
That's
sense.
fine, man.
Yeah.
and I got interested in that whole like pre-war, post-war, the LAPD is the mob
Yes.
thing,
Yeah.
and like this obviously falls right out of that tree. And I watched it, and I credit this movie as one of the movies, along with like The Matrix, that made me super focus on how movies are made.
Yes.
Like
That's
my
right.
real deep passion for film flows straight through this movie,
Oh,
because I'd never seen anything like this when I
don't think
watched
we
it.
didn't do a week on this in film school at State.
Oh
That's-
God,
That's
Oh,
you
yeah.
could do a whole semester
Yeah,
on
you
this
probably
film.
could. You probably could.
Jim, didn't didn't Big B show this in SRJC film class?
I think he did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I remember watching it there too.
Hmm.
Probably first time was on TV, second time was in college at Big B's class. Yeah.
Right. In a 16 millimeter.
Oh my God, you poor bastards.
Scans.
This is needs to be
You know
seen
what?
in 4K, man. All right, well, this is I guess it's,
Wait, hold on. Two things no one's brought up. One of which, we talk a lot about like movies are too fucking long, or this is taking its. This movie takes its time, but it's worth every second. The pacing is.
it's 2 hours, right?
Yeah. It doesn't feel long at
is
all.
No, it
perfect.
doesn't.
I forget how long this movie is. I think it's 90 minutes.
No,
Me
When
too.
I-
feel like.
like
And
feels
no
like
one has
snappy.
mentioned Jerry Goldsmith.
Oh, you were talking about that.
I feel he's been completely underrated. It was underrated his entire career, because it's like he was basically playing in the same pond with John Williams a lot of the time, like that era. And this score is so fucking good.
It's really good.
Mhm.
It's
Especially
so
when
good,
it gets
it's so good that you don't notice it.
No.
Yeah.
well, and there's
That's what
this
we
time
do,
I
and
paid
it's really
attention to
good.
when
That'll-
he goes into straight up horror score
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
point, and it's still
Yeah.
so good.
And all
Yeah.
that lonely trumpet sounds out a lot in this thing.
Yeah.
It's just really
Yeah,
evocative.
it's really
Yeah.
good.
Also a fantastic establishment of where we are temporally in this, because you just get that one real quick shot of him looking at the newspaper, and it says Seabiscuit, and like
Uh-huh.
whatever the rest of that headline.
Well,
is.
he
It's
was a,
like-
he was a local star, Seabiscuit, at that time.
but it's like I know exactly when this is. Like
Right.
this is between
Like 37.
37 and 40. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it. Like you
Pretty much the
got
depths of the Depression, actually, which is kind of sucks. But
Did Robert Town
climbing out
did he
of the
win?
depression.
Did he win an Oscar or anything for
I
this?
believe he did for this.
Yeah.
wow,
I
not
think
bad,
you
not
look at-
bad. Okay, that's it. We're going to cards now. Come
I
on.
mean, 10 fucking all.
Well, we all know it's gonna be fantastic, so-
phenomenal will never
that
not
was a-
watch
okay.
this movie.
Hey, okay, well, this
It's-
is
I
the
mean,
cut. So
Forget it, you guys. It's Chinatown.
Forget it.
Forget it. Forget it. Chinatown, exactly.